Hi, today I'm going to be making over this dollar store box. So it's just a wooden paintable box. You find these in craft stores, I'm sure you've seen them before. I did another one recently, slightly different design. It's got this inset bit on the top and it hasn't got any feet. So as you can see, I completely took the front clasp off that one, but left the hinges on, and I'm not entirely happy with that. The front clasp was seriously messed up, but the hinges are still kind of crooked. I'm not entirely happy with that, so I'm going to do something different for this one. I have an idea this time around for the front closure. I'm going to use a magnet. And for the back hinges, I'm just going to use a piece of ribbon. Okay, time to fill. Time for the front closure. So we're going with a pear theme. So I've got some polymer clay in pear-ish colors. And I have this little magnet that I took out of an old busted up fridge magnet. So let's mix some colors. Now for the leaves, I want to make a darker green, but I don't really have that. So what I'm going to do is just take a dark green chalk pastel and give him a nice little shave. And this is how I make most of my polymer clay colors. It's great to be able to make custom colors. It does require some mixing though. There are some people I see who can just make clay into a little shape immediately. I am not one of those people. 90% of me sculpting is just messing around with it. I'm using dentist tools, by the way. I have a bunch of them. They're really old. They actually belong to my great-grandmother. She didn't use them for dentistry either. She also used them for sculpture. And time for the magnet. Sorry, pear. Doing the little calyx at the bottom gave me a bit of trouble, but we got there in the end. So that goes off to bake, and the wood fill should be dry by now, so time to sand. Base coat time. One thing about painting on cheap materials is that dark paint can cover a multitude of sins, and since this box has many sins, we're going for black. I ended up having to do 3 coats, sanding in between, and that got it actually smooth enough. And now for the fun part. And I'm just gonna finish up with some gold. I actually take a skewer to do some dots here, and I kind of like it. I think it gives it some movement. It looks maybe like sunlight coming through the branches. And now for our magnet. Now I waited to paint the inside of the box until the top design was complete, because I wanted to make sure that the color matched well and didn't overpower whatever was on the top. And I'm glad I did, because I ended up going with something much darker than I originally intended. Can't forget the sides. Now, the great thing about super glue is that it bonds instantly, and the terrible thing about super glue is that it bonds instantly. So please forgive my shaky hands and drifting out of frame in this pivotal moment. success. Once again, there I go out of frame. Oh, I remember. This one's even more stressful because it's tiny. And this is just a little piece of metal I actually got out of the recycling and cut to size with a pair of tin snips. The glue bulges out a little here, but that's okay because I'm going to seal the box and you won't see it. And last but not least, the hinge. So this is just a ribbon I had lying around. And I'm cutting it really carefully because it's kind of gossamer and all comes apart a little bit. And that is what we call foreshadowing. And there's the issue. I thought that maybe if I left it to dry, it would not be like that, but as you can see, that didn't really happen. But I decided to go ahead and just take care of it with a bit of paint once it had dried. It does serve its purpose though, and it looks pretty decent from the back, so that's something. With the paint on, it's still not my favorite part of the box, but it's at least unobtrusive and I think it looks okay. Overall, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I had a lot of fun making it. Obviously, there are some things I would change, notably the hinge, but also I'd definitely make the little metal bit in the front that the magnet attaches to bigger. But overall, it's pretty cute. Thanks for watching. I'll be uploading more arts and crafts content and hopefully getting better at making videos. Bye!